Again to your index voice of inspiration, and I have the extreme pleasure to present to some and introduce to others the man who will be the host of this morning's Pass the Ball segment. He is the man that has the reputation of being a master builder. He is the first shareholder in Washington, D.C., and he is that six-figure ring earner and gold legacy member. He is known to this family as the man of courageous conversations. We talking about Uncle over Tawana, over Uncle Jock.
Woo! Can y'all hear me this morning?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
I'm trying to make sure I got the right microphone. Hold on 1 second. Trying to get inside the studio correct.
Check a one, check a two, check a one, check a two.
I had to set up my new studio with my lighting and stuff. Y'all like my lighting back there?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, got to see it match my orange chair. I don't know if y'all can see my orange chair, but
oh yeah. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going, man.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show for y'all this morning. Y'all got to excuse my puffy eyes. I'm having some allergy issues. It's either Wi-Fi or allergy issues. It's one or the other every morning. But guess what? We're going to get through it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the tip drill version segment of Pass the Ball. This is where we get to hear from the agents in the field who are doing it. But before we do that, I got 3 questions for y'all. Come off of mute. And let me feel y'all's vibe. Let me feel your energy while I get these lips from being cracked. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get this thing moving and grooving. You already know them cracked lips don't be playing.
Know that feeling.
I got to put these joints on. It's almost like I got to glaze donuts every morning. These joints be dry as a mug. Almost like I've been siphoning flour around this joint. You know what I'm saying? Cool, gracious. All right, so we back. Yep. My bad. I did an Erik Robinson Tokyo Drift. We taking 2. I am officially off my Siobhan juice this morning. So if you need some energy in the morning, please give a Siobhan and get some Siobhan juice. We don't even know what the name of this stuff is called. We just call it Siobhan juice. I have no idea what it's called, but guess what? It does what it's supposed to do. You take it. It's natural. It's organic or whatever. It's herbal. It's from the earth.
That's right.
I guess everything is natural when you think about it, huh? Isn't everything from the earth?
Cocaine, weed, heroin.
Yeah. No, seriously. Think about it. Everything that you can possibly consume, where is it from? It's natural, right?
Focus.
Aim for something natural.
Heroin, hashish.
Eric, you don't want to crazy start. So if you want to become a professional Tokyo drifter, get some Siobhan juice. It will make you do it just by side effect. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I got 3 questions for y'all. Thank you for bearing with me this morning. First question is, and God, you stop laughing at me. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Why Tiffany said y'all really drifting this morning? I know Tiffany. I'm sorry. Oh, is that Tiffany? Yeah, that was Tiffany. And what's up?
And
DJ, who gets a green sheet?
Hey,
get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
All right, so let's talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. Yes, I'm drifting, so I'm putting it out there first. All right. When you put it out there first, it's almost like you talking bad about yourself before other people start talking bad about you. So, real quick, when that song comes on, everybody in the room, y'all do realize that in your head, though, you're moving at a lot faster pace than in real life. Y'all do know that, right? So in your head, y'all probably think y'all doing like, oh, shit, let's do it. All the time, y'all be like this. And then sometimes you poke your lips out to make it feel like you're going faster. Like Erik Robinson, if you watch him, he'll be dancing and then he'll hit this move. And that'll make him in his brain think like he just turned it up an extra 5 knots. You feel me? So pay attention. Pay attention, y'all, when y'all start seeing people doing their dance. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to our regularly scheduled program. This is Uncle Jock. I am zooming in from the DMV. That is not the Department of Motor Vehicles, by the way. That is DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And we are going to hear from the experts from coast to coast. And you got 2 minutes or less. Y'all, the funny thing is when we don't express and push the time clock, Troy Gandy, doesn't it seem like people start taking longer and longer and longer? And then we got me and Erik in the back. We chatting like, all right, Erik, we got to stop clamping down, tightening up the chain. Erik's like, no, let him go. It's okay. Let him go. So then we got me and Erik, the producers in the background. We arguing. We going back and forth. Troy got the clock on. He don't want to be Mr. Killjoy. So he going to tell you that the clock going to get you when he really don't want to get you. So all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, be respectful of 2 minutes, please. And thank you. So with that being said, I'm going to take the ball, pass it to a young lady who is on the camera, who is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed every morning. We call her the storyteller. I call her my sister from another mister. Yes, Tawana, I am coming to you with the first no-look pass because you like to cherry-pick sometime and wait to the end. So we're going to get you out the way early. So with that being said, I am going to pass it to none other than Miss Tawana Chisley.
I like to feel a vibe to see where everything's going, and it makes me remember something. You hitting me first thing in the morning.
Yeah, but
after you've been Tokyo drifting.
But it's okay. See, we make it so you can't be predictable. See, we don't want nobody to be predictable. Y'all didn't predict my Tokyo drift this morning. God. You see what I'm saying? So I wanted to get you up on the charts because I know you like to sit around and wait and watch the terrain. You and Dr. Teresa and Nicole. So y'all the cherry pickers. So we're gonna get y'all out the way first.
Wow. Okay. So I just have to say first.
Hold on, wait. Kamal back there cracking up.
Wow, really?
You tell us
where else do they do this at?
So, well, okay. Now 2 minutes or less, and I don't have much to say this morning except that I am so extremely grateful for the folks that have stayed in the car and have jumped back into the car as one of my team. I was thinking about it last night. I said, I think we're going to be the Divine Five for right now. Gaji hanging in there, Danae's in there, Connie's in there, and Janique is back in the game, and I have the opportunity to sit with her and not try, but I will get her moving. So
hold on. Uncle Jock Cunning. We're gonna take Divine Five and we either gonna call it Team Divine or Divine something else, because you're not gonna cap yourself at 5 people.
Okay, you're right. I said at the moment.
I can't let you do that on my watch.
I got you. I got you. I will take the 5 out. But right now, these are the ones that are gonna be in the game, and I'm gonna stay on them 100%. And I'm working. I have a big thing I have to do with quantum today. Put it in to see what we can do with this and get my fixed annuity moving. That's what's going on.
All right. Well, I see you doing what you're doing. And Tawana, you just said something that I hope everybody paid attention to. When you're growing your team and it's your first time growing a team, or if it's a time that you've had to circle back around like Takesha has done, the big thing, we talked about it yesterday, you got to stay engaged with your new business partners. You can't leave them hanging. You got to literally hold their hand. It's almost like being at a stoplight at an intersection with a child. You got to hold their hand and keep walking with them to the crosswalks, so they're able, until they're confident enough to walk on their own. Does that make sense? Because we think in our heads that, okay, we're introducing responsible adults to some information and to a process. You as a responsible adult, this is what we're thinking as a recruit and as leaders. You as a responsible adult have responsibilities to be responsible. But guess what? All adults are not going to be responsible at the same time. Some of them have the lights have to go off, or the lock opens for people at a different time. Does that make sense? So you have to be, as long as they're showing up, I always suggest to lock arms with the folks that are showing up. Showing up is half the battle. The other half the battle is you as a leader. You feel me? You as a leader are the other half of the battle. So if they're showing up, they're doing their part for the most part. You as a leader, you're going to have to connect with them and figure out what it is that's going to make them move. Where are their strong points? Where are some of their weak points? Meet them with where they're strong at, and customize a game plan that fits their strengths, their weaknesses, and their time restraints.
Absolutely. The great thing is that she came. I have to. I don't know if she's on yet, but I was literally gonna push her to the back because she wasn't moving, but she called me, and because she called me, I said, "Let's go," and I will take the time with you for this whole week and get you at least where you need to be so you can start moving. But you gotta show up. You have to. If you're not showing up, I can't do it anymore. And y'all know I get very emotional behind the people that I care about. So I had to learn. Got to take a step back. So she called, and I'm like, "Let's go, let's go."
Yep. Well, there you have it. Thank you for sharing. Storyteller, and who are you passing that ball to?
Okay, I'm going to pass the ball to this gentleman. I was so happy to see him in Dallas as well. And he is Dr. Teresa's next SED, because we're throwing that out there now. Jamal Whitmore.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I got my own special name for you, the Silver Locks of Success. And it was great to see you and see you all in Dallas. I was overwhelmed by that. Overwhelmed with gratitude today. I just dropped my son off to his STEM experience at his new high school. He was able to get accepted to the top high school in Georgia for academics. And it's the number 9 school in the country as far as academics. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that because business allows me to be present for these moments. So I'm really grateful for that. I like how Uncle Jock is kicking everybody out of class today. One time in high school, we had 3 subs 3 straight days. We ran the first 2 subs out. They couldn't take us. The third sub kicked all of us out. So I love Uncle Jock. He kicking y'all out today. If you cherry picking, he got you. You time, he got you. Whatever it is, you hiding, he on you. So
got you.
If I appreciate Uncle Jock. And it was so good to see him and his wife as well. And congratulations on his accomplishments. I only got 40 seconds left. Other than that, I wrote a client yesterday. She referred me to her daughter, so I'm calling her daughter today. And that's going to be some nice premium on the books there. My team is also starting their interview now. So they interviewed like the leads that we have. And so we're looking to bring on about 25 new agents in the next 60 days as a team. And I've made a commitment. At the conference. I made a commitment. And I've been full-time experience, but I'm all in. Y'all gonna see those changes. I yield my time.
Woo! Well, Kamal, thank you for sharing. As always, thank you for shining the spotlight. And when I say shining the spotlight, I'm talking about there's a difference between turning on a light and then shining the spotlight intentionally on people, because you've enlightened, and you do that quite often, where you enlighten and bring enlightenment to the group. And one thing that you talked about, I want to ask y'all this question. What is your most valuable asset?
Your time.
The time. Your time. Kamal just said he was able to put his son into the 9th best academic school in the country. Hold on. Let's pull over and park that for a second and let that sit for a minute. He's able to put his son in the 9th best academic school in the country. First of all, I want y'all to just imagine how many schools you think there are in the country. I'll wait. Then for him to be able to put his son in the 9th best in the country means, guess what? That school sets alone, or is a standalone school. It's created some separation because of its processes, because of its academic skill set, because of its leaders, trainers, and teachers that are attached. There's probably, and I could be wrong, there's probably a price tag attached to that somewhere, right, Kamal?
It doesn't happen to be a price tag. It's set up an investment in time. They make us, the parents, is almost involved as the students. That's, if there is a price, that is the price.
So
we have to be
that's the
involved.
skin
We
in
have
the
to
game.
volunteer. Yeah.
So you put your skin in the game. The point I'm making is, we have an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to take advantage of this opportunity and be able to do stuff like Kamal is talking about, which is leverage your time to be able to take your time where you normally would be confined and trading your sweat equity for something else. Xperia is going to allow you the opportunity to leverage your time and be able to do and spend time with loved ones that you probably couldn't do if opportunities like this did not exist. Does that make sense? So, ladies and gentlemen, don't play with your time. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. This is getting ready. This is getting ready. Put things in perspective. All right. I used to do this with I used to visualize this with my at-risk youth that I used to talk to, because they were out in the streets and a lot of their priority was gangbanging and trying to take the next person out. So I got a question for y'all. How many years have dinosaurs been dead? Y'all don't even see this one coming. So don't try to overthink it and don't try to beat me down the street.
Thousands.
Because I can see y'all now like, okay, he trying to get to this. How many years have dinosaurs been dead?
Thousands. Thousands.
Tens of thousands.
Some say millions, right? So let me ask you this. When you are born versus when you leave the earth, how many years, and type in the chat, how many years would you want to be good years that you lived your life? This is getting ready to be a heavy exercise right here.
The majority.
Type in the chat what that means. Majority ain't specific enough. Like some people, I've done this, some people say they want 50 good years. They want 75 good years. They want 15 good years. So let me look in the chat and see what we got. Every year, cradle to the grave, the next 40 years. You see how some people can't be specific? We're talking about your life. Now, let me ask you this. How many years are people expected to live? Come off mute. Y'all help me out.
70 years.
70 years. So let's do this. Let's say you live to be 70 years old. Can we have some courageous conversation? Some of us ain't got much time left. Woo! And here's where I was going with this. Let's say half of those years are great years. 35, 37 and a half years are great years. All right, y'all hold on to your seats. When you die, how long are you dead for?
Ever.
Woo! Do y'all see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got much time. We got a little speckle of time to make something happen for our generations to come. We got a, do you realize our grandbabies are counting on us? Like right now, are counting on us?
Yeah.
They ain't even nowhere in sight, but we know that we have offspring that are counting on us. And if you fuck around and play with this opportunity, because a lot of times, have y'all heard the old lady in the boat story? Y'all heard that story where the old lady was drowning? I mean, the house was flooding, and she went to the roof, and the man came with the boat 3 times, and then she drowned because she wanted to wait for Jesus. Then she got up to heaven and cussed Jesus out because she was like, "I was waiting on you, Jesus," and he was like, "Well, dag, dumb lady, I sent you 3 boats.
You ain't get on none of them.
You ain't get on none of them. This is your boat. This is your opportunity. If you are 50 and over, you ain't got a lot of time. If you 48, 47, guess what? You ain't got a lot of time. So make it happen while you have the opportunity and the time and the leadership and the systems to make it happen. So with that being said, I don't know who had the ball. We got a couple hands. We got to go through the 1-minute tip drill right now. I know Eric gonna say, "Nah, let them cook, let them cook, let them cook." So Eric, you gotta let me know, let them cook, or we gonna let them grill, let them. We gonna saute. What we doing? So I'm gonna take the ball. I don't know who had their hand up next. If we can have
See who had it up next.
You said who?
I'm saying who had it up next.
Uncle Jock, you can saute him. You ain't got to fry him. I mean, after you didn't drop that on them, let's see what they got on their mind.
All right, bet. Go ahead, Kamal, who you passing that ball to, sir?
This is a amazing roster. Monique, Gaji, Charlotte, and Takesha, but Monique had her hand up first. I got to go in order. Mo Money Mo, take it away, please.
Thank you, Kamal. Next CD. I just wanted to share this morning. You already started the courageous conversations, Uncle Jock. And so just share that I talked with my coach yesterday, and I was just sharing with her that, you know, a lot of times when we come into a different business as business owners or somebody who already had something, not out of pride, not out of trying to be a certain way, we don't take advantage of what we're not used to. And we have, I was telling her, you know, I realized through some of the trainings that we've had that I haven't been reaching out to my coach, you know, for help. You know, I'm trying to get the green sheet down, trying to get the blueprint down, and trying to do different things, but I actually got help that I'm not calling. And so that's my courageous conversation with her yesterday, just seeing that when sometimes we get the stuff that we've been asking for and then we don't use it. And so that's something that I had to look at my own self with yesterday, and I commit to doing that. And as we were on the phone talking, guess what? Somebody sent me the application for an annuity. And guess what? Somebody reached out to me on LinkedIn and said they want me to come, you know, talk to them about doing the presentation. And so I'm saying this to say that, you know, we talk about drill it till you kill it. We talk about consistency, but it actually works. And everybody that's on the line, we are in a good place. I can't keep saying it because I've been in other places. And then the last thing I want to say is that I'm happy to have my teammates on the line. My big brother's here this morning, Brenton, and my new teammate, Regina. And I don't know if they want to come off and say something, but I just want to say, stay in the car, guys. We're going to do this together.
Woo! I love it, love it, love it. And you know what? I just realized your voice is probably 90% back now, ain't it? I know you were struggling when you first joined us. I was like, dang.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, God. God is good. That's all I got to say.
Who you passing that ball to?
Let me pass the ball to this young lady that I always see on social media. She's posting. It looks good, sis. And I know that you're doing some great things, Miss Gaji.
Thank you, Mo Money Mo. I'm glad to hear from you this morning. You know, Professor Lacole told me at the convention, it was so good to see him in person, that even if you don't have much to share, share anyway. So I'm planting seeds. I'm out here on Eventbrite, and there's some Juneteenth festivals coming up, and I'm trying to have a table. So I'm reaching out to all the people, the organizers, on what I need to do to have a table, which is a big step for me, but we're going to do this. And I also am learning how to be a leader. I have one partner, and she hadn't really been on any meetings, so we had kind of a come to Jesus last night, and really trying to drill down her why, because she was kind of picking her why from what she thought she should say. And I'm like, this is what the why is what's going to make you keep going. Life is going to keep life. And right now, it really is life. And for her, there's a lot going on, but it's always going to be that way. And, you know, we broke it down, and she was very grateful for the call. So I'm told her I'm going to keep doing it until she say, I don't want to do this no more. And I might keep doing it then. So
I love it.
that's what I have for y'all. I'm going to pass this ball.
Hold on, Gaji. Hold on. Because I wanted to, we got to, let me paint a picture. Can I pull out some paintbrushes real quick?
Sure.
So Gaji has how many years of experience on the other side of the fence with life insurance?
27 years.
27 years of life insurance experience. When I say on the other side of the fence, Gaji, explain what that means.
I've actually been the person assisting the agent to get paid. So I've been a case manager, and I've also been an underwriting.
So guess what, Gaji? You know your sugar, honey, iced tea. You know your stuff. Take the word try out. Everybody, take the word try and trying out of your vocabulary. Lose it. That's the most unproductive word in our vocabulary right now. I hate to hear people say, you know, and I'm going to try to get a table. No, you're going to get the table.
Come on. I didn't even realize I said it. That's how crazy it is.
And then you're going to get another table and more tables. Right. Then you're going to show your team how to get tables. Then y'all going to be the table collectors. You feel me?
Come on.
So
they're going to be the divine tables.
What'd you say, E?
They're going to be the divine table.
The divine tables, yes. The table reserve.
Come on.
So look, here's the thing, y'all. And I don't know why I'm stuck on this systems thing. We got it all. Just imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine you're a race car driver. Imagine you got the fastest car on the track. You got the best engine on the track. You got the best team on the track. You got everything that will take you to a win. But guess what? You will not leave the house and walk up to your car and get in it, put the key in the ignition, start the car up and mash the gas. That's some of us right here. All we got to do is go out and get in the car.
Man.
That's all we got to do. Every one of us has the same exact opportunity to be successful. The question is, what you gonna do and who got next? That's the question. What you gonna do? Yes, I'm talking to everybody individually, and who got next individually. Gaji, who you passing that ball to?
I'm passing it to a great young lady. Love to hear from Miss Charlotte Jeffries.
Charlotte.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
I wanted to talk about my field training I had last night. It was nice. Had a good field training last night. Was doing policy for this young lady. Single mom, she tried to set us, get herself set up and everything for her future and get her child set up. So we wrote a policy for her and did $1 million baby policy for her son. for her 1-year-old son and everything. So she's trying to get him set up for retirement. And it was just good because, I helped educate her on, the type of policy that she was getting and stuff. And so I feel, this is a good thing, to do the green sheets and get the people what they want and find out what they need and also educate them as we go along, educate them so they'll know what they're getting. And so while doing the policy, she was like trying to figure out like, well, how much should she spend each month? She was like having a problem to try to figure out like, well, she didn't think she could afford so much for her premiums each month. So so in the midst of that, so since she had problems trying to figure out and didn't think she didn't have enough money to be able to do her premium. So I made a suggestion to her because the type of business she's a hairstylist. So I had told her to put a jar in her shop or whatever and put on there put $1 Million Baby on the jar. So put $1 Million Baby on the jar, and then that way when her clients come in, they're like, what's the $1 Million Baby? You know what I'm saying? And she'll be able to tell them, well, this is a fund for her son or whatever. She's setting them up for retirement, and that way, people will support kids, and so they'll be putting money in a jar, and the money that they put in the jar, whatever, she can use that to help go towards her premiums each month. And then also she can use it as a marketing tool to be able to market my business or whatever, because they'll be asking, what's $1 Million Baby? And then so how I go about getting it. So that way she can use it as a marketing tool to be able to help her and be able to help me get more business. So, so I thought that was a good idea for her. So that way she won't have to be like worried each month about how she's going to be paying her premiums and stuff, So just be able to, she already, got enough to be able to afford it herself. But if she don't, she can have something to fall back on, because she'll have some extra money in that jar to be able to put that extra money towards her premium. But it was a good field training last night to be able to, keep going through the experiences and the training, because the training is good and the education stuff, and knowing what we have is great, so we can keep helping families.
I love it, Charlotte. And what I'm gonna do, stay right there for 1 second. We're gonna do something a little different. So Troy, just stay on my heels, all right? So first thing I wanted to talk about is what you said and how you started the your testimony about the field training. The magic, ladies and gentlemen, happens in the field training. When you avoid field training, let me tell you what that's like. Imagine somebody buys you a new car. You got that new car sitting outside, and all your friends like, hey, why you don't ever meet us at the spot? Why you don't ever pull up? I know you got a new car. What would stop somebody from pulling up in a new car?
They don't know how to drive.
No keys.
You ain't got no gas in it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right.
Your field training is your freaking gas. The field training is the gas to go in your vehicle. Guess what? When you go and you get a field training, guess what? You get a couple dollars. It makes you go back to the gas pump. And then you get another one. And you're like, oh, okay, I'm liking this. And you go back to the gas pump. You're keeping your vehicle filled up. That's keeping your pipeline full. You hear us say it all the time. Keep your pipeline full. Keep the gas in your tank. If you don't set any field trainings, your vehicle will not move, point blank. I might want to write that down. If you don't set any field trainings, your vehicle will not move, period. Let me peel back the onion just so y'all know. Y'all hear my story a lot where I say, I've only written 3 policies my whole career. Do not confuse that where I don't bring business to the table. I keep gas in my vehicle. Does that make sense? I make sure that I have gas in my vehicle by any means necessary. It's a simple science. No gas in your car won't move. Simple science. No gas in your car won't what?
Move.
Your car won't move. Your field training is your fuel. Until you get to the point where you're either driving hybrid or electric. So with that being said, who are you passing that ball to?
Let me see who got their hands up. And more hands. Oh, I'm gonna pass it to this young lady. She's always on fire, and she's always bring these good nuggets each and every day. I'm gonna pass it to Miss Tiffany Tyler.
Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna let Takesha go because she was ahead of me. Okay, so
She telling you to go ahead.
All right, so last night I got to give it up for myself because I wrote my first annuity, and it was amazing. Maurice walked me through the whole thing. I got training with that, and my 17-year-old son was walking in from work as I was completing the annuity, but he had went to work, and I was in the training with the annuity before I completed it, and he was like, "Mom, I'm about to let my director know because he works at Chick-fil-A." He said, "Because you need to come and sit down and talk to the young people." So now I got an appointment with him, y'all, because he want to invest $25 in an IUL. So I just wanted to come because he just told me, "Mom, you forgot we got an appointment and you up there on that call where y'all be making all that noise talking about some green sheet and stuff." So So I got sidetracked this morning and I told him, I said, "Well, this is my job." He said, "Mom, you work from home, but it's a good work from home. But I have an appointment with you this morning." So that just melted my heart because he's 17 years old and he wants to invest in himself. So just know if you're talking around your kids, they are listening because my 13-year-old, he's my ride or die. He always want to go. He's a little bit upset with me. I haven't seen him since I got back from Dallas because he wanted to come to the convention because he does green sheets at school for me. So he left home and went with his oldest brother. He told me he wasn't coming back until he felt like he wanted to look at me. So that's cool, whatever. But that's all I wanted to say, guys. It's good that my 17-year-old is going to invest his $25, but I'm going to show him how to make some money this morning where he can be in a position to retire at an early age. That's all I wanted to say.
So
Thank
hold
you
on, wait.
guys so much.
Do y'all realize the beauty of what Tiffany was talking about? She got two situations, like she said, she got her job, right? But you don't realize you killing two birds with one stone. Your occupational job is one job, and then being a mother is another job. And your son is meeting you at work and helping you with your work. When I tell you that's special, Tiffany, like it's a bunch of us on the line right now been trying to drag our children to this information, been trying to drag our nieces and nephews to this information. So for you to have two children that are stepping up already and they're doing it naturally and organically, oh, whew, that is a total blessing right there.
Yeah, well, my son just corrected me. His brother is not 13. He is 14. I have 5 kids, y'all. 31, 27, 25, 17, and 14, and 2 grandbabies. So y'all know what I'm doing with these kids. Because like Uncle Jock said, we don't have much time left. So
hold up, Tiffany. You telling me your son just corrected you right now? Like just now?
Yeah.
Guess what that means? See, y'all missing it. That means he is really locked in. He is locked in. He ear hustling, but he's locked in. For him to even make that comment lets me know he's locked in. So you got a great situation over there.
Thank you. And he's the smartest child I have, y'all. He never made a B in school. And if he feel like he's gonna make a B, it drains his energy so bad. And I told him it's okay to make a B. He's graduating early. He's like top notch. And I want to brag on him this morning because I had no clue that he was paying attention to me last night. Well, yesterday evening when he was going to work. And this is the introvert child that I have. And he's coming out of his box. So for him to come to me and say he wants to invest $25, I said, "Well, this is going to have to go in my name, right?" He said, "Mom, just let's do it. Have it direct deposited, ACH out of my account every month." So that is really good to me.
Ho. Wait. Woo! Y'all gonna make me grow some hair out this month. So look, first off, again, how great is it to have a child riding shotgun with you, doing your family business? That's the first thing. Second thing, you're not dragging your child. Your child is showing up. And then you got children showing up, being proactive, not, boy, take the trash outside. And if you don't hurry up and take the trash out, you ain't gonna be able to play your PS5 or whatever, right? You got self-motivated children, and guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna learn this business just by being close to the fire.
Yes.
Woo, woo. They're gonna put themselves in a position to, at 19, 20 years old, to be able to make an income that far supersedes their peer group. They're going to be in a position by the time they're 25 years old, if they keep riding shotgun with you, they can propel themselves, catapult, and put themselves on an expedited track to being a millionaire by 25.
That's what it is.
Man,
I
Tiffany,
did get and tell him to take the trash out.
You got something special right there, Tiffany. Got something special right there. Who you passing that ball to?
I'm gonna pass the ball to. Oh my gosh, she's so amazing, y'all. I could just talk about her all the time, but y'all already know that. So with no further ado, I am gonna bring up. I can't even call her superstar Takesha Card no more, because that was her SM slogan, slang, street talk. So we gonna have to give her something else, y'all. We gonna.
Nah, buddy. Nope. That's the name. That's the name she chose.
How about step it up a little bit and call a top notch ED Takesha Card?
That's her. Nah, man, you can't mess. You can't just change somebody's brand.
Okay. All right, well, here we go.
We're not
with
gonna call it McDonald's. We're gonna call it McDouglas. You can't do that.
Superstars up in the universe, in the clouds. That's where she belongs. Leave that there.
That's right.
Okay, so all right, but y'all, I'm gonna pass the ball, but I gotta say this. Our last evening in Texas, we went to the ranch and ate, and we had some drinks, and I could not even finish my drink, but those drinks had us like, whoa.
Say nothing for Jesus, I tell you.
What happens at the convention supposed to what?
Stated.
Except for the information.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Greatly appreciate it. I know we're behind in time, so definitely want to keep this really simple. If you guys noticed, I've changed my wallpaper in the back. My background is now showing beach, right? Before it was like a lot of other things. Right now it's beach, because I'm working on a new goal. I need a vacation. So definitely trying to speak that thing into existence. Right after working hard, every once in a while, you just need a break to unwind and really just get back into the groove of things. But I was raising my hand because I wanted to shout out those individuals on our team that were doing amazing, and lo and behold, they raised their hand and they wanted to talk themselves. So kudos to Charlotte and Tiffany, who have definitely stepped up to the mark, and you guys are doing an amazing job. And Tiffany, I'm so proud of you and how you stepped up to be an amazing leader. But the other part, there's a space that we were talking about. We were talking about time. If you guys, you'd hear me time and time again, and I refer to this business as the retirement for my grandchildren. Right, my children are 22. I forgot 25 and 22, and they have no thoughts of having children of their own. But my vision is to build an industry so large, build an agency so large that their children are already being profitable.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to do it is that I exercise the time that I have now, my most precious asset. And to be able to be here, a lot of people think when you work from home, you have all the time in the world. No, I think I had more time when I worked away from home. Because it's constant. You've become obsessed in what you're doing. And that obsession becomes a will to win. And I want to encourage every one of you not to waste time in this business, because there's going to be a time that time is going to run out. Or there's going to be a time where you had a lot of time. Now, because you're not working with the amount of money that you wanted to have, now you need to go back to work. Right? So I want to encourage you guys to make the most out of that business as much as you can and use your time wisely.
Woo!
And back to You, Uncle Jock, you and Eric.
Thank you for sharing. So real quick, so we can keep some humor around here, right? So I got a text early this morning from our pre-production crew, right? Eric was saying, I'm here, been up most of the night, fighting this monkey on my back. Keep your eyes on me in case I run out of steam. So what did Jock do as a team player? Uncle Jock said, hey, I'm going to drift a little bit. I'm going to drift a little bit and buy some time, right? Now, Eric, he in the chat, busting my chops. Oh, Uncle Jock trying to buy me some time. You bought me a damn Rolex. Don't try to slow up down. Don't try to bring it on that. You see what I'm saying? You see how I'm trying to play team, buy this guy some time because he was staying up late, you know, watching whatever he was watching. And now he gonna take the teammate that was trying to buy him some time and roll him under the bus. So what we gonna do? We gonna roll straight to the recap, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm just playing. Does anybody have anything else before we turn it over? If not, I'm trying to really go past and hope that nobody does. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to the index voice of inspiration so he can give the last 2.5 minutes to everybody's coach. So Mr. Troy Gandy, the floor is yours, sir.